All right, so we don't want to be beating a dead horse here or anything, but Windpower A, we went over this in the warm-up kind of tutorial we had earlier, but if you weren't there for this explanation, the initial explanation, here it is. 3 rounds, 4 quality, 10 windmills left leg, 10 single leg deadlifts left leg, 10 windmills right leg, 10 single leg deadlifts right leg. So Windpower A, we're gonna do it. All right, let's go over these movements quick, and then we'll just do this. This is again for quality, so no one's winning any races here. Windmill. Okay, this is one that gets, I think, butchered a lot, if that's the right word. But when we're doing a windmill, we want a nice wide stance with our feet. We want our toes flared out slightly. I would say something like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock on your manual hand clock, if you will, or 45-degree angle. And some people do it a little differently than others, but this is generally how I teach it. And what it is a hip hinge. Okay, so what's a hip hinge? Hip hinge is our hip is hinging. We're pushing our hip back. Okay, we're setting our butt behind us, if you want to be a little less technical. Okay, and what this does, gets our hamstrings stretching. Now, not only do we want to send our hips back, we want to do some things with our arms as well. Okay, so as we're sending our hips back, we're going to have one arm on our leg, and the other arm is going to reach to the ceiling. And it benefits you to look at the hand that you're reaching to the ceiling. In terms of balance, it's usually helpful. So I'm going to reach my right hand up, my left hand on my leg, and this would be considered a left side windmill when your left hand is on your leg. So I'm going to send my hips back, and as I send it back, I'm going to guide my hand down to my ankle. I'm going to feel a nice deep stretch in my left leg. I'm going to stand up. Okay? And this would be your windmill left leg. Okay, on the right leg, it'd just be your right hand on your right leg, reaching with the left, looking up towards the hand, sending the hip back. Okay, and you might find that that part of your hamstring, that part of the back of your leg, is very tight. I've seen people try to do it, and oh my gosh, they get to the knee and it's very tight. It depends on a lot of things. How much you sit, what kind of sports and other activities you do. Sometimes people have tighter kind of inner hamstrings in certain sports and activities. So just work at where you are at. If you want to make it more challenging, you can hold a weight. So you can hold a weight above your head and kind of reach. And that's going to give you just probably more work at your shoulder, more than anything really. So, okay, and then the single leg deadlift. Okay, positioning our core or our center of gravity, our abdominals, more so our lower abdominals, over our foot is going to help us keep our balance. So left leg, single leg deadlift, we mean our left foot is on the ground, and our torso is going to go forward, and at the same time, in unison, our right leg is going to go back. Okay, and this is not like the yoga warrior or the ballerina moves that I've been told this is very similar to. What we're trying to do is keep our hips and our chest facing forward as we do these. Okay, so as I'm sending my legs back, I'm keeping my hips and chest facing forward, and that's going to give us the hamstring stretch we want. I'm actually kind of reaching back with my heels. So if I did this on my right leg, reach behind with my heel, and then squeeze my butt, my right glute there. Okay, you can use your hands here if you need it balance. All right, to get back up. And this would be our single leg deadlift. Again, if you want to hold a weight, you can hold it, the hand that the leg is down. All right, that's typical. All right, that might help stabilize a little bit. Everyone's a little different, so can't really tell. So we're gonna do this right now, 3 rounds. Starting with 10 windmills on the left leg. This isn't for time, so you're working at your own pace. You can follow along with me and try to pace it out with me, but otherwise, this is your own pace. So, you know, you can stop the video, do it on your own, or you can kind of hang out with me and do it with me. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start this out. Okay, and this is not for time. Really trying to keep your back nice and neutral here. So as I'm setting my hips back, I'm kind of turning my torso towards my leg, and my hip and torso are turning together as they go to that side. All right, 10 single leg deadlifts. You know what? I don't see why you can't, you know, but if you wanted to, I'm sure you could get a little karate kick in there if you wanted. All right, just a little leg swing action. So I might have not gotten the reps right on the first set. Apologize, but I was trying to instruct too at the same time. I like to think I'm talented, but some things are tough. Multitasking is usually one of them. So let's get the right side. Okay, 10 on the right leg. Okay, again, I'm setting that hip back, but I'm also kind of twisting my torso in as I'm keeping my hand up. It might be tough to see if I'm standing that close. I might not be able to see my hand here. So I'm just try to demonstrate. The weight makes it more fun, right? So again, single leg deadlift, chest and hips, continuously facing the ground. Right. Make sure you find your balance. You can use your arms here too. You know, don't think you have to keep your arms by your sides or anything like that. Also, if you want to throw in the leg swing, for good measure, of course. All right, round 2. Again, it's for quality. Single leg deadlift. And really take your time. This is a balance maneuver. This is not for speed. Keeping your stomach over your foot is only going to help distribute that weight on the foot evenly. Otherwise, you're bringing your weight in front of your foot, and it's almost like you're falling. And it'll be much more difficult to do this. So I'm kind of setting my hips back as I'm bringing my leg back and chest forward. Just a slight hinge. Again, keeping my chest and hips square. Ooh. And I I think that's 10, hopefully. All right. Sweet. 1, 2, right side. Round 2, right leg, single leg deadlifts. You might need a minute for a second rounder to reestablish your balance. Some people are better than others. And it's okay if you're having a little bit of difficulty with these, because they're, again, challenge. So, chest and hips, reaching with the heel, slightly setting that hip back, trying to keep our belly button over our foot, our belly over our foot, or our 6-pack over our foot, whatever you got. I think that's 9 and 10. This will be the last round, third round, final round. And does that mean we have to go faster? No, it doesn't, okay? Quality does not mean go faster in your last set. Usually, your last set, you're a little more fatigued, so you're gonna wanna take your time, okay? Granted, you're a little more warm and fluid. Just don't give that last round a ticket to lose the quality, okay? You know, if you can reach the ground, at this point, you might have gained some length in the hamstring. You can capitalize on that by reaching a little further instead of your ankle kind of going all the way to the floor. And this would be a little bit of a more intense stretch. Yep. Left leg. Single leg deadlift. Third round. Okay, and if you lose count, it's cool. Maybe it's because I'm talking and I really apologize. I'm just trying to explain things. But I sometimes, as I'm explaining things, might miss a round or two. Okay, so yeah, if you think you miss a round, you can always do an extra. All right. Right leg, final set, reaching up. Again, we're a little warmer, so we're gonna try to get to the ground. And as I'm coming back up, I'm squeezing my butt. Okay. Using the hip. Stand back up. And right leg, single leg deadlift to finish it off. All right. Take your time.
That was awesome.
All right, so I bet your hamstrings feel pretty good. Bet you feel a little bit more ready for a workout. And I'm going to stop this tape. We're going to go into part 2 of Windpower.